Lyons, and my business is Revestor, the real estate search engine of the future. Today, I'm seeking $250,000 in exchange for 10% equity.
Real estate platforms don't have the best track record on Shark Tank, but the Sharks still gave Bill a chance, hoping that he will be able to give them straight answers.
Vestor gives you access to information that only investors have had up until now. But you also want all the answers instantly at your fingertips so you can figure it out for yourself.
If anyone knows that making money takes time and hard work, it's the Sharks. Telling them his platform will allow them to see all the parameters without risking anything seems unrealistic. Let's see how this money-making machine works.
Simply tell it what kind of property you're looking for. Then it tells you which properties have the most potential in a map.
Bill's pitch was well planned, but he is soon going to find out that the pitch itself was the easiest part, since after making some shady statements, the Sharks started flooding him with questions.
So Bill, how do you predict the value of a house 5 years from now?
Well, our proprietary algorithm makes some assumptions, but obviously it's up to the user to decide what they
Tell
believe.
me about the proprietary algorithm that you use. Like, what criteria do you use to come up with the best deal?
Having all their key indicators seemed useful, but Bill continued to say that they have the ability to generate data, speaking as if his site was able to predict the future.
How are you able to make a prediction on value? I don't understand what your magic sauce is here.
Best question so far. It gives you key indicators that are associated with the properties.
Bill seems to love the word indicators, since he used it to answer every question the Sharks asked, making them slowly but surely lose their patience.
For example, cash flow, cap rate, return on investment.
That's a spreadsheet.
That's a
Buddy,
spreadsheet.
I can
No, we're not
calculate that
cut
on
and
my
pasting a
own.
spreadsheet online. That's not what we're doing.
Bill was unable to give a straight answer, and we all know how these types of entrepreneurs end up in the tank. Seeing that he is having issues explaining what his business is actually doing, the Sharks moved on to something else.
You haven't said is, here's my model and how I make revenue. Okay, I'm interested. I want to buy a home in LA. How do you make money from me?
Pretty clear question by Mr. Wonderful. Hopefully, this time Bill manages to answer it properly.
I buy a prescription for $49.95 a month?
$99.
$99 a month.
Because you're getting both. You're getting the MLS data and the foreclosure auction.
Wait, didn't Bill say he is going for the one-time buyer and not the real estate investors?
You're not going after the one-time buyer. You're going after somebody who's investing in real estate, which is a subset of the real estate buyer market. You're almost a service entity for a very small vertical financial buyer.
Bill was confusing the Sharks, and he seemed confused about his own business as well. So Barbara decided to ask for some clarity.
Is it for the normal couple that's going out to buy a home, or is it for the shark out there and rent it out or flip it? Which is your audience?
It's for both.
Bill did say during his pitch that he is targeting one-time home buyers, but his business model didn't match that.
Bill, you're only going to have that person.
Bill, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
The Sharks called Bill out for telling two conflicting stories.
And you'll give me a little bit of help with your algorithms.
Right, you're not using an archaic spreadsheet.
I'm going to pay you $99 a month for access to that.
Right.
I hate that business. I'm out.
Mark wanted to make sure that he heard Bill correctly when he said that his data is used to compare the prices of houses in one area, and that it was $100 per month. And that started an avalanche that extinguished the last light of hope that Bill had, all because of lying.
It was that hard for you to explain it to me. It's going to be that much harder for you to explain to customers, and that pitch was underwater. I'm out.
Damon kept it short but sweet, getting right to the point, and speaking of points, Barbara had a great one.
I don't think you can possibly think of a formula that will lead me to the right conclusion that this is a great investment or it's not a great investment.
Bill had one thing going for him. He had the opportunity to be the perfect liar.
Nobody can tell if you're wrong. No one's going to know if you're ever right. Because the only time you find out whether you indicated a great investment or not is when I go to sell it in 2 years, 5 years, 8 years.
Barbara soon followed in Damon's footsteps. Robert, on the other hand, didn't let Bill so easily off the hook and wanted him to address the things he said.
You have no business concept. You talk out of both sides of your mouth. But the presentation you came up with today made you appear like a bit of a con artist.
I'm not
I'm out.
Robert spoke up on everyone's behalf, that's for sure. Right after him, it was Mr. Wonderful's turn, who sent Bill home after a disastrous pitch.